Hi, I'm Dane, and this is my 100 subscriber Q&A special. Even though I only have 100 subscribers, I have a surprisingly good fan base, and because it took me 6 years to get here, it kind of feels like a million. I appreciate my fan base either way, and I'm really happy to finally be here. So I thought I'd give back by answering some questions. First question: my sandals are untied. Can you help me fix them? We're off to a really good start. Next question: who is that? Ed Kenny. Who are the CIA? The CIA is Crafting Intelligence Agency, a failed Minecraft YouTube channel that I was going to start back in 6th grade. Who is Dave Taylor? Probably some idiot. What is the best form of potassium? The explosive kind. Do you like ice cream or dairy in general? I really like chocolate milk, and Thrifty's ice cream is really good. Medieval Madness and that like malt crunch stuff is really addicting. And I had like half a carton in one day. That was pretty awesome. How many times? I'm not sure what you're talking about. What's your favorite fruit? Strawberries are pretty good. Always been an apple guy, but I'd probably have to choose raspberries or pineapple. Swimming pools or beaches? I'd probably have to say beaches because I threw up because of swimming in a swimming pool 3 times. What are your opinions on bees? I think bees are really cool. There's actually a beehive like down the street from my house, and it's really sketchy walking past, but bees overall are really cool. What do you look for in a love interest? Doesn't hate me? When will my How would you describe your aesthetic? If you're talking about fashion, I got into fashion because of John Mayer, even though I don't really dress like him. He has a pretty good fashion sense, I think. But mostly, if I just see something that I like, I'll usually think about it for a week constantly and then finally decide to buy it. If we're talking like video-wise, probably a lot of years spending time on YouTube watching all kinds of sketch creators. Specifically, I'd say my major inspirations for my video aesthetic are Tomska. Definitely Tomska, because I actually created a comic based off of ASDF movie, and Loser Collection TV is based off of the compilation style of ASDF movie. I'd also have to say TV Maxwell and Casey Neistat inspires me to do kind of different camera angles. Also the Skate or Die vlog is really based off of Casey Neistat vlogs and stuff like that. Also just years and years of editing too. After you start editing for so long, you kind of get into like this muscle memory mode of your own kind of creative style of editing, and I feel like I've gotten to that point. Next question is, why you white? Genetics. What do you think they did before last? Who was the 79th president of the United States? Probably gonna be Kanye West after being re-elected several dozen times. If I eat a corn dog and you eat a corn dog, how many hot dogs has Chuck eaten? Who's Chuck? How many planets exist on Earth? So if you've seen that like Jimmy Neutron episode where they shrink down super duper small and end up in an alternate universe within an atom, if that's considered a planet, I would think an infinite amount on Earth. When you throw a paper airplane into the sky, where does it go? Up and then down. Is it true you think you're better than anyone who doesn't have the same music taste as you? No. What's your best dance move? Probably that airplane move that Kevin does in Hot Rod. I really like recreating that one. On a scale of 1 to 10, how hairy are your legs? I'd probably say a decent 6. What's it like being Mormon? A lot of how many wives do you have jokes. Besides that, a pretty good time. What's it like being so blonde that you become a beacon of light? It's really nice for people to be able to see me in a crowd, but also if I want to be discreet about anything, it's really tough because it's nearly impossible. If you had to get rid of one part of your body, what would it be? Probably my pinky toe. I don't really feel like I need those. What's your favorite video you have made? Probably my AP European History video. It's the most enjoyable to watch for me. The audio quality is really, really bad, and it took like 20 hours to edit over 2 days, and that was really, really rough, and I missed my friend's birthday party, so that kind of sucked. I really like Periwinkle the Horse too. It's right when I was kind of going from bad video making to good video making, so it was in that really like awkward cheesy stage, but one of my favorite scenes that I've ever created is in that, which is where I pull a knife out of my sock and walk towards the camera like I'm going to kill the guy. I really like that. Out of all the states, what is the best state? I've only lived in 2 states and probably only traveled to a total of 6 states, but California is pretty cool, and I was born here and lived almost my entire life here. So in a very biased opinion, I'd have to say California. What's your opinion on Iceland? It looks like a really cool place to visit. I know a guy who travels there a lot on business stuff, and he says it's one of his favorite places to visit. So yeah, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10 on want to visit scale. When is your birthday? January 5th. If you had a superpower, what would it be? Flying, because walking's really boring, but not teleporting because that ruins the fun of flying. So it's a nice like in between walking and simply teleporting. How many things are you allergic to? So I'm allergic to cats, mold, pollen, and I have a very slight allergy to nuts. So only like 4 things. Just kiss me already. Why not? I'm gonna have to say a hard pass. Hey Dane, what's up? What got you to first start filming? My neighbor came over and asked me if I wanted to join a contest for Annoying Orange to be in one of their videos, where you had to say, I'm a star, a great big shining star, and post on YouTube and send it to the creator of Annoying Orange, whose name is also Dane, actually, funny enough. So we entered it, but it was too late for us to actually enter the contest, plus ours were really bad. But we had such a fun time filming the videos that we filmed Loser Collection 1 the next day, and I've been doing it ever since. To what do you owe your success? Like the last question, probably Annoying Orange, but also friends to make videos with. A lot of my videos have been me sitting in a room, or me stealing pictures from Google and sitting in a room and recording audio over them. But a lot of my beginning videos are just me and friends messing around. What is your inspiration? One of my inspirations is my cousin who goes by the alias Nate. He doesn't make videos anymore, but he was the first person to kind of make me push myself because I saw what he was creating. I thought, man, I want to be as good as that one day. And on that same level, my friend Nathan, who I make a lot of videos with as well, I saw what he was making and thought, man, I wish I could make that. I've actually made videos with both of them. My cousin Nate is in Loser Collection either 10, 11, 12, 13, or 14. I can't remember. We made like 17 of them, and it's hard to remember which is which. He's the guy who slaps me in the face with an energy bar. Those are 2 of my inspirations. And then Anthony Bourdain, he seems like a really cool guy, and his show Parts Unknown is one of the only shows that I watch. How are you? I'm doing pretty good, like 11:30, so I'm pretty tired. What's your dankest meme? I don't really have any dank memes, but this one right here is my favorite right now. I really like this one. I know we're alive, but are we truly living? Depends, man. Are you making the most of it? Are you getting out there and doing stuff? Are you trying to have a good time with remaining in good moral standings? Is your view of living trying as many drugs as possible, skydiving, creating things? Is your view of living finding your true love and starting a family? Is your view of living not living at all? I don't know, man. It's all up to interpretation. How tall are you? I think I'm 6'1", but I might be 6'2". Do you like cats? Please rate 1 out of 10, 10 being love. I do really like cats. I really like most animals that aren't trying to hurt me, but I have a pretty strong allergy to cats, so that's trying to hurt me. So that docks them pretty hard, so I'd have to give them a 4 out of 10. What is your greatest fear? I'm really scared of like open ocean. Not being in a boat in open ocean, I'm fine with that, but being stranded without any boat, like just floating in an open ocean, that's always really scary. Stuff like Pac-Man really stresses me out for some reason, so being forced to play Pac-Man for the rest of my life would kind of stink. Who is your one true love? What is this about? You question, I answer. Bring back Periwinkle the horse. One day, my friend. One day. How many times have you watched Click? Only actually 1 time all the way through. The first part's pretty funny, but then it gets like really depressing, so I'd have to give it a strong 5. Would you say that Logan Siemens is pretty good at things? I'd have to say that he's a genius at music production and Adobe Photoshop. Let's give a quick shout out to Christina Applegate. More videos with Nathan. Hopefully in the future. We did make a video earlier this year, but the lighting was really bad, so I had to scrap it. But I still have the script, so hopefully one day I can reshoot it. Hopefully later this year. And the final question of my first Q&A of my 100 subscriber special is, where's the beef?